Creating the map to your game is arguably one of the most exciting pieces in game development, at least in my opinion. Beats the actual coding perspective itself. So I just wanted to show you guys a couple of tricks that I've picked up, or how you can, do this get started relatively quickly. So this is the very first game I ever made, and I'm going to turn off fog so you guys can see the map a little bit better. So you can kind of see here that the map, first off, it's very flat. And what I essentially did is you can kind of see these tiles. These are just what are these called? Plane mesh. Yeah. So these are just kind of planes, right, with added collision, and that's kind of the floor to the map. And everything else you see, the trees, the plants, the rocks, the buildings, everything else you can kind of see, the boulders. These are like free 3D models I picked up from online, and you can get, just make sure that when you're looking online for these, make sure that you check the licensing. I'm going to show you guys something. So, for example, okay, royalty-free license, and there's going to be a couple other ones, like Creative Commons, especially, for example. That's a good one. Basically, you want to make sure, especially if you're making a game, especially if you plan on eventually publishing it and Steam and stuff, you want to make sure that you're allowed to use this item. So Creative Commons, if I'm not mistaken, just basically don't in general with a lot of these, don't resell, don't claim it as your own. Give appropriate attribution to the creator, and but as as far as I know, you can use it in your game, and your game does not have to be free or anything. Like you can, it can be for commercial purposes. That's fine. So anything you see here is like that from an online source. So this kind of took me a while, as you can imagine, because I'm kind of placing these. Not, there are faster ways than just one by one, not one by one, but I'm kind of placing these myself, right? And the tiles and such, and so on and so forth. So getting the map just started took me some time. So another approach I want to show you guys that's a lot faster, and it comes down to personal preference at the end, but I prefer this approach now a lot more, is you can kind of, so let me shift over to this. This is something I'm working on now. This is not published yet. It's a much bigger game. So you can kind of do something like this, where you can just get like a base map from online as well, rather than just the pieces. Whereas here you get the pieces too. So you get the base map and you get the pieces too. So if you want to make some adjustments, add things yourself. So this has allowed me to really, like, really get started a lot faster with the map. Now I can work on questing, and I can work on the other stuff in the game. And then in the meantime, as I expand my quest line and side quests and stuff, and realize, okay, this map is missing such and such thing, I can go and add that individually, right? I just want one thing though is I need to find whatever piece that I'm adding. It needs to kind of fit the vibe of the map here. So this is kind of like a low poly, I guess, 3D city. Let's go to suburb. So here's the suburb. So again, you see how I can kind of just get started on my stuff a lot faster now that the map is kind of, starting in a lot better place. Whatever I need, I can add on later. Um, and an example, let me go to west side. This is an example of one I took from online, but it was a little bit too small for my liking, so I kind of just duplicated it and turned over. So you can kind of see this line here, right here. So this map was actually just like this portion. So I kind of just duplicated it and turned it around and added it. and also some, stuff in the sides. You can, modify each piece individually. That depends on the model that you're importing, and we're going to see that in a second once I show you guys how to actually do this. So let's get to how to actually do this. So let's go to, I just created a fresh project. Let's do a 3D scene. So I'm gonna need to import stuff. So let's go. What's in here? Hometown. Okay. Okay, so this is the same, I believe. Let me put this in. So just to do it, once you download you're gonna get something a lot like this, just like a file. Or you might get, a bunch of stuff like this. So just download it, whatever you get, put it into one file and just drag it over to your project. While that's loading, you can kind of, it's probably best to eventually, however you like, there's no, to kind of structure your project a little bit. And mine, you can probably see, is not the neatest. So I kind of have a folder, 3D models. So that's where a lot of these maps and scenes are stored. A scene folder where I kind of put all the actual scene files. So it's however you like. As you can see, I probably could have done a better job myself too. But just at least not all here. I mean, it's not nothing wrong with it, but just makes it a lot cleaner than putting everything here. I think let's take a look at. I closed. Okay, never mind. Okay, so let's see. So in this model that I've downloaded, it just so happened, and let's just pull it up so you guys can see. Poly City. Let's see if it's this one. I believe it is. So let's take a look. Oh, it's not exactly, but actually this is another nice example. So let's take a look. I can download here and CC attribution, Creative Commons attribution. So this is good. You can, you can use this for your game and such. No issues. Just don't claim ownership and don't redistribute it, and don't and give attribution to the author. Now going back to what we had. So it just so happened that when I downloaded this one, the author has kind of packaged it like this. So you can see I have two. I have low poly city 01 and I have low poly city 01 ready, which is really nice of the author. So if you do this one, just drag and drop into your editor. So if I do this one, you can see I kind of have the whole map and it's kind of just ready. You can kind of see it, you can definitely see it as the other game. So you can, and actually what I did in the other game, zoom out a lot faster. So I just took this half and this half and split them. So this is that city scene and this is the suburb scene. So just drag and drop. It's really that easy. Now, if you were doing another approach where, or not another approach, you just want individual pieces. So let's undo. Let's drag in this one, see what this is. Okay, so, and it just, we can fix that easily. So if I do 0, 0, oops. Okay, so now we have each individual piece. So if I click into one of them, you'll see I still can't grab each one. So you see it grabs the whole thing, right? But let's say I want this car or this house, or I want to, so just right click, make local. So now you have each individual, and you can see there's a lot. And now you have each individual piece. So I want to kind of structure my own road, so I can get this one. So now you see it clicked this individual one right here, road C03. I need more of these. Control D. Here's another one. Control D. Another one. Control D. Another one. So on and so forth with any of these that I need. So like I was saying in here, if I need to add more cars, or I need some of these plants or rocks or road construction things, trees, so I can kind of take them from here, or if I wanted to really, if there's already that I like here, I can just, because you can see I've already made this local, so I can kind of click right here. So I have this one. Here is my tree. I can duplicate it as needed. I'm going to do Control Z because I don't want to change it. So yeah, so this kind of makes it a lot faster to get your map started. No, it may not be the map that you're ready to go with, and you know, you want to kind of create your own and modify your own map and stuff. But I found this a lot easier to get started. I mean, look, in literally 5 minutes of work, I got a map started. I mean, what's taking me forever? So this is kind of like an open world, co-op open world game I'm making. What's taking me forever is planning and writing the main quest line and the side quest line. And then I gotta implement them. So it's going to take me literally a while. So if I had to do the map, this whole map, with all these scenes, just like I did with that previous game you saw, if I was gonna do it like this, I am gonna take forever to get that done. So this has just been a lot better approach with me, for me, that I wanted to share with you guys. And again, it's not like you can't modify anything. You definitely can, and you definitely should, to add your own creative touch to it. And you're probably going to need to, if you have quests and such you need to change the map for. You can definitely do that. But so you can see like most of these scenes, and let's take a look at another one here, Crime City East Side. These are all ones I got from online. Again, you just want to check the licensing. Also, one thing I wanted to mention. It also all depends on how it imports, right? You might get a model from online that doesn't import very well, meaning, so in here, notice how I just dragged it right into the editor. So let me delete this. Notice I just, boom, drag it, and I have it. Now, not every model you get from online, and quite a few actually, will not import that nicely, where it's just drag and drop. Most will, but not all. One particular problem I will see is, you might see this, you'll drag in the model, and you have the textures and everything. You'll drag in the model, but the model will be like completely white, like it won't have any color to it, any texture to it. So, and again, it just depends on how it imports. If you, like the approach I've done is, now there might be a way around it, I don't know of it yet. If the model is too much trouble and it's causing me too much trouble to import, I just don't use it, just go to a different one. So I particularly had this issue with gun models. Whenever I had a lot of times, I would drag in the gun model and I would see that it's all white or something. So if you're having trouble importing it, maybe just don't use that model, use a different one. Unless, I don't know, if you really like it or something, I don't know. And by the way, about finding online models, there's a ton of free ones, and there's also a ton of like paid ones too, and they're very cheap, so that's kind of like one thing I really enjoyed about game development is there's a lot out there for you to use. So hopefully this video helps. It's just to show you like a really fast way to get started with your game. I mean, game development is really exciting. So hopefully this kind of gets you up and running a lot faster than kind of just piece by piece creating your own map. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. I mean, if I was making like a smaller game, yeah, I would do that. But since this is kind of a much bigger project that I want to do, I thought this is going to just be a lot faster. And it is. I don't regret at all doing this. So I hope you found this helpful. Again, it's just really as easy as drag and drop. And I showed you how you can kind of edit each piece if you wanted to. I hope this was helpful, and good luck on your game development adventures. If you enjoyed watching this, please consider subscribing to support the channel. And again, thanks for watching.